Hi, second graders. So today you're gonna have a bin at your table of endangered animals. You can spend a few minutes before you start just kind of looking through to see all the different animals. We have red pandas, we have whales, rhinos, different animals that are considered to be extinct. Now, I'm gonna be choosing this line to show you, but you choose the animal that you like the best. What we're gonna be doing today is we are going to be making what's called the Collagraph printing plate. That is what you will use to make your prints from. It's gonna be kind of like a stamp. So you're gonna start by choosing your photo. We're not gonna draw on the photo because we're gonna reuse this another time. You are gonna write on your tracing paper, doesn't matter which side, your name and your art code. Now, the same side, because I want you to see your name so it's not upside down, you are going to put on top of your photo and you are going to tape it down in two places. You don't need a lot of tape. After you tape it down, you will be ready to trace. Now, when you're using tracing paper, not only do you have to trace on this side, you will have to flip your paper over, and that's how I'll show you to transfer your image. Most of you know how to trace this part, but you forget the next step. So for my lion, I could just do the head, or I might want to do the body as well. So I'm going to just trace this outside part. And if the page gets cut off, that's fine, because I'll show you how we can line it up so that it doesn't look like it's cut off. Now, I'm not going to trace this ear because it's inside. I'm only tracing the outside lines. And once I have that shape all traced, I'm going to carefully peel up my tape, but I'm not going to crumple the tape because I can use it again. I'm just going to put it to the side. This is the part that gets tricky. You're actually going to turn it over and you are going to grab a piece of big paper at your table. If you can fit your animal on the smaller pieces, that's fine too. It doesn't matter what color it is. We're gonna be using paper that's a little bit thicker than we normally use. It's called tag board. And I'm gonna tape my picture on top, just like this. And I'm not gonna start tracing until I make sure that I could see my name backwards. That's how I know it's the right way. And it's taped down. Once it's taped down, I'm going to press carefully and hard over all the lines that I just did. By tracing just those outside lines, it actually pushed the pencil that I had on this side onto the paper. So now I'm going to take the tape off again, put it to the side. I might not need it again. And now I can see my image pretty good. If you can't see it that well, you can go over it again with a pencil so that you can see it pretty good. Now I'm ready to cut out my image. Now, a trick with cutting. Make sure that you cut off the big chunks first, because that you can do really quick and then you'll get closer to where you need to cut. After you have the big chunks, now it's much more manageable to work from. So now I'm gonna cut all the other parts off. Now that I cut out my head or body or both, now is where you need to choose a big piece of paper that's a different color. The reason why is because I want you to be able to see it. This is gonna be where you glue everything onto. If you don't have a different color at your table, there'll be more at the front table, or you could take from another table. And you're gonna write your name, your art code, then you're gonna turn it over, and you have to think about how you're gonna glue it on. I don't like all that empty space, so I might wanna glue it this way. Now, if I glue it like this, it looks weird because it's cut off. So if you have part of your animal that's cut off, slide it down so it fits to the edge of the paper. So if I just did it like this part would look weird. So I'm gonna move it over like this. Then I'm gonna take my glue stick and I'm gonna glue it down. And now this might be all you get done today, and that's fine. Just make sure that your name and art code is on everything. If you do have a little extra time, then you will be able to use some of the smaller pieces to cut the eyes, the nose, and some other things.